Hello, ladies and gents. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for the season finale of Love and Hip Hop New York, Season 9. I'm so happy the show is over. It's been a draining season. It's been a very powerful season, but it's been a very draining season. And Love and Hip Hop Miami is irritating me. It just feels so immature in comparison, but not in a fun way. So I don't know. There's supposed to be, I think, like 18 episodes. I'm hoping that includes the reunion because, oh God, Jesus. And Love and Hip Hop ATL is coming back at the end of this month or something. Oh. I will be reviewing Married to Medicine LA. I will be. It looks interesting. I'll definitely be reviewing that as yeah. So, like I said, check out my other channel, Romie Whispers ASMR. I'll have the link below, link above. Let's jump into Joe being upset at Safaree. Remember, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Joe is very upset at Safaree because he feels like Safaree is just one of those people who, at least at this point in time, he's actually close with, and he's offended that Safaree had the audacity to go and have Erica Mena down there with them, as if Erica Mena isn't an individual and can't do whatever she wants, and we really think Safaree can stop her. See, that's the silliness I'm talking about, because I understand where they're coming from, and I do. I get that they're saying at the end of the day, why couldn't you just tell us? If it was happening regardless, why couldn't you just tell us? And my whole thing is, one, he didn't have to. And I believe that originally that wasn't the plan. And then she said, okay, I really want to go. And of course, that's his girl now. So he's not going to stop her for his friends. That doesn't even sound like it makes sense. I understand that at least a part of the current cast has issues with Erica, and so that's why they were all in agreement, like, really? So she's down here and you didn't at least tell us? Excuse me. Again, I understand why they're upset. I do. Do I care though? No. I don't only because I actually like the fact that Safaree stuck to his guns, even if I feel like he should have handled it differently. I do like the fact that he stuck to his guns. I do like the fact that he was just like, hey, I'm not any of y'all's keeper. You're not any of my keeper. I don't need to go and tell you about yourself. I mean, tell you about everything that's going on with me. I was not going to do something stupid and try and incorporate her into our stuff. It sounds like she didn't try to do that either. They just realized she was down there because of social media. So I get why they were pissed. And Joe was saying on this podcast that Safaree was moving a little bit differently than what we were necessarily seeing only on camera. And I said, okay, fair enough. We can only judge what we saw. Everything else is hearsay. And from what it looked like a couple of you, like, Mano really didn't care. Mano really didn't care. Maggie really didn't care. Kimbella and Yandy didn't really care. Even if they commented, they didn't really care. It was more so Joe and Sin and Juju, because it was the whole thing of, are we really your friends? Because why couldn't you tell your friends something like that? Like, hey, I know you're going to be upset, but my girl's down here. And so that part, like I said, I get. I also get that Safaree was just like, hey, she wants to come down, she comes down here. I'm not trying to integrate her in any of the stuff. So it's a good chance you probably wouldn't even see her. Who am I kidding? I will have said something. Not in a report back, make sure everything is cool. I would have just been like, Erica's still coming down, just so you know. And you can feel how you want to feel, but just so you know, I didn't spring this on you. I didn't plan this. I'm not trying to be messy. Because that was a huge part of the episode. What else happened in the episode, honestly? So Juju wanted to get things back on track, so she told them, hey, the real reason why all of you are here is the simple fact that I wanted to do this ceremony where we write things that we want to burn and we'll put them in the fire and we're done. Or at least we'll try to let go of it. We're supposed to let go of it, but let's be real. Before that happened, a breakthrough happened. And I said, really? So the season finale, this is when we're all going to magically just come together and be friends? Okay. So what ends up happening is we have Yandy who starts crying and apologizes to Kimbella because Yandy felt like, if we have a pact that I'm not going to go and say something that can make you look a certain way, I'm not going to do it. So when you were going and doing all that rah-rah stuff, it did not click to me that, oh, things changed. I thought that I was riding. Like, this is me riding. And I said, I appreciate that, Yandy. I do. And Kimbella said, and was nodding her head like, yes, that is true. I do agree with that. But Yandy said, I do apologize that when you were going through stuff, which was, and there was that separation between the two of you, I was not there for you. I acknowledge that. And like I previously said, I was emotionally tapped. I had a lot going on. And then to make matters worse, I was always in the middle of the two of you's relationship. And I just had enough. I felt like at this point, even with me being in between, it did not help things. And both of my friendships got messed up because I was reporting back and forth to people, which is ridiculous. I'm grown. Why should I be doing that? And so then she said, I do apologize to you because I never did, as far as leaving you out to dry when you were really going through it and when you needed a friend most. So I get why you're upset. That's all we needed. So then, of course, Kimbella was just like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And, you know, that's all I ever wanted from you in the first place. So I absolutely accept it. Thank you for being woman enough to go and do that, because it does mean a lot to me. And they go and hug, cry, and now they're good. I said, thank God. So now it's time for everyone to write on the sheets. And what was it? Joe's was good. He talked about, one of the things he talked about was fear, because Sin also said fear. Sin was afraid of really trying to pursue her dreams, and, you know, she's always afraid of, like, what if it doesn't work out? What if this or that? Joe said the fear more so was in his relationship, and so first thing, he wants to apologize for being dismissive, and also, you know, quick to anger instead of understanding. That's not what he said, that's what I'm saying. And so Sin loved all of that. Yeah, because Sin was even talking to Safaree like, hey, my dude. And again, what she was saying wasn't wrong. It's just because when there's so many people saying stuff towards one person, a lot of times as viewers, we look at like, we don't like that. We don't. Unless it's someone we don't like, then we love that. Now, Mano said anger because he's comfortable being angry, which is a dangerous thing. And in his relationship, he's learning to handle himself differently. And I said, that's great. Maggie, hers was similar, where she let life pass her by because of the trauma, but she wants to move forward. And Juju said she wants to let her relationship stuff go because she was in a relationship with Cam for 10 years and then it didn't work out. She thought that was going to be her end game and it wasn't. So that just kind of shifted everything in her life. I said, cool. Kimbella, I think she was like letting stuff go, being less petty. Yandy, something similar. Safaree said the shoes, the sneakers that he was wearing, because Safaree was done and over it. And I was fine with him being done and over it. So now we move back to Joe goes and proposes to Sin. I actually saw the video when it originally happened because I listened to his podcast. So I saw clips from when people were there live streaming it. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so decent. It was decent. And when we say decent, I mean nice. So that was nice because while he was close to the end of the podcast, it was pretty much over. He was on the stage. He told her a couple of sweet stuff, and it was like it's her best relationship that he's been in, and she confirmed same. And so then he was like, all right, prove it to me, and he whipped out the ring, and the audience went crazy. Similarly enough, Kimbella gets married to Joel's, and I like the wedding. I really did like the wedding. It was nice. It was a good size. She had the people from the show in there, other people she actually knew, both of their moms, Joel's twin brother. I said, what the? At first I was like, wait a minute. How? I was like, that's his twin they keep talking about. I was just like, dummy, you know what a twin looks like. Anyway, but it was nice. The kids were involved. It was really nice. It was really nice. There was a lot of white and black, and it was nice. Like Kimbella's look, her hair, I liked her dress. She looked good. The guys with the bow ties. It was nice. Joel's, he's going to be in jail for 27 months, but he acknowledged that it could have been worse. The judge was actually lenient on him, so he appreciates that. So he has to go in and do his time. Kimbella's happy because no. Kimbella isn't happy about that, but she is happy that one, he didn't get more time, and two, he got clean. This forced him to get clean, and also she got married. She got the ring, so she's not going anywhere. Safaree, he did a song and with Macy Gray. I actually do like that song. I do like that song. I have to download that song. But after his performance, we see that the cast was pretty much there. Safaree shows up, and Rich is upset because Rich was talking to Joe and the rest and previously, and Rich was offended that Safaree's his friend, and why wouldn't Safaree let him know that he's dating Erica Mena? Because Safaree also around the same time proposed to Erica Mena. Yandy's like, she's happy for Safaree. She's just surprised that a 2-week relationship turned into, a proposal. And I said, sometimes it's like that, because Safaree was talking to Yandy and telling Yandy, hey, I'm actually going to move down to Atlanta. So he's leaving New York because, let's be clear, New York didn't do for Safaree what he thought it would. I didn't think that was going to work. I never thought that was going to work. Not a diss to him, but just how things are set up. I just don't feel like with his personality and the audience that he caters to, that this is the right market for him. I never felt that way. Never felt that way. That's why I thought it was better that he was in LA, but even then, I don't know. So now he's going to Atlanta. I'm sure he'll be on Atlanta ATL at some point, because he said he wants to keep things private. I'm thinking, but you're going to do a reality show. You're not done with Love and Hip Hop. You're not done with Love and Hip Hop. So, and Erica, she's a part of the Atlanta cast. So, anyway, it's going to be cute. They're saying that Erica's pregnant. He got the new house. He moved them in there. It's just nice. It's nice. I'm happy. I'm happy that Safaree's happy. Erica, she hasn't been on any mess. She said a couple of stuff to defend Safaree, but that was it on social media. So I'm happy. I'm happy there. Safaree had to leave that party because Safaree was upset that Rich was trying to call him out on, why didn't you go and let me know? And I understand, if I'm really friends with you and, I had situations with another person, hey, just so you know, I'm dealing with this person now. That's it. There's no conversation. So Safaree, he does not owe people explanations, but I do see Safaree as the type where, I don't know, I think Safaree avoids confrontation at all costs. Honestly, I feel like he's the type that avoids confrontation at all costs. So anything that could cause confrontation or real strife, he makes sure that he's not a part of it. And even though I can respect that, it does cause issues if people are your real friends. We're looking at it like a show where we're like, oh, very few of them are actually real friends, so it doesn't even matter. But they are closer than a lot of people think. I'm not saying with Rich in particular, but just in general. So Safaree leaves because he's like, I'm not about to be questioned about this. This is some foolishness. So he goes and leaves. That's pretty much the end of that. Yandy is still, the foster mother of Infinity, which is cool. That's really good. What else? Mariah Lynn and Sydney Starr still gonna do their thing or whatnot. I don't know if Mariah Lynn's coming back next year. I don't know. Niall, I don't think we even saw like Niall or John. It was weird. It was weird. It's like half the cast dropped off. That was it. That was it. I'm sure I missed something else. I know Mano's thinking about possibly proposing at some point, so that's nice. But let's just get to the reunion.